Awesome date, November 10th, 2008. Awesome topic. It's kind of like Seinfeld, only anime, cute girls mostly, except for one creepy guy. Set in high school. Yeah, it's kind of like that. We're the OSMcast. Hey folks, and welcome once more back to the OSMcast.
Awesome.
I'm Basil.
I'm Lee.
I'm Kevin.
And that's us.
I'm playing Xbox.
Oh, and that's James over there playing Xbox.
He may curse from now on time to time.
I'm totally joining in on this podcast. Fuck y'all.
That's cool. So, even though this releases on Monday, we're recording on Tuesday, which is the day where everyone goes out and votes. So hopefully you voted.
I voted.
I voted.
I voted.
Totally voted.
So hopefully you voted. And if you're lucky, maybe the person you wanted to get in, Obama, will have gotten in.
Gesundheit.
But
Go bar! Wait.
In the case, however, our hopes are proved wrong, I, for one, welcome my new MILF overlord, and will do whatever she demands of me.
Well, golly gee weepers!
That's right. Of course, by the time you hear this, the election's hopefully already been done.
Unless it's like the whole, who wants a recount?
Yeah.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
But, regardless, we already have things that have already happened.
Yes.
And by that we mean the world of awesome. In sadder news, it turns out we're going to see some cuts in the manga market pretty soon. The ICV2 Retail News Source reports, which is a website that does all this sort of stuff. And apparently in Barnes & Nobles and Borders, the two largest book chains that actually do manga, and in the US just period, they're cutting their graphic novel orders for November and December.
Damn it.
According to an unnamed, quote, major graphic novel publisher, unquote, these two retail groups have cut 30% to 60% of their graphic novel buys for the holiday season.
Man, it's bad enough that people aren't carrying one of my new favorite manga.
Furthermore, ICV2 notes that the Wall Street Journal newspaper posted an internal memo that the Barnes & Noble chairman, Leonard Riggio, or some,
Riggio.
probably,
Colleague sounds like a dirty foreigner.
like it's probably Italian. He apparently said to his employees about, quote, bracing for a terrible holiday season. And while he has noted his company is well positioned in terms of debt and credit to survive the season attacked, he predicts, quote, many once famous retailers will shut their doors, unquote.
Ouch.
That's sad. We're in a recession.
I've actually heard Circuit City, their stock has actually dropped below the minimum price to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange.
I think they're closing like 150 stores, or is it
250.
250? Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of stores. Not doing so well. Now,
Walmart's
Be on the
thriving,
lookout
however.
for deals in about 2 days.
Man, Circuit City's where I got my
podcast is out.
Circuit City's where I got my 360. Man, that's sad.
Circuit City is where I've gotten nothing.
Yeah.
I think I might have bought like a Coke from Circuit City one day. 'Cause I
That's
felt
why they're
bad.
doing so poorly, you bastard.
Because they don't have anything to sell for them to me when I couldn't get cheaper online or at like CompUSA. Although CompUSA went out of business last year and I gave them plenty of business.
Yeah, you bastard. I mean, Basil.
No. Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I tend to get, if I get it at Walmart, if I can get it anywhere. But,
You work at Walmart.
well, yeah. But,
What's
no,
your
okay.
discount like?
Discount.
Oh, no one cares about the Walmart discount.
Okay, let's keep
It's
going.
probably not supposed to say it anyways.
You know, Think about it, I'm probably not. But oh well, like anyone I do knows who I am. Well, hey, I don't know. I don't totally work at Walmart. I'm not the Kevin who works at Walmart at all.
If you see a Kevin at Walmart, it's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
the
me.
Kevin on this podcast is actually a Japanese school teacher.
Yes.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
But on the brighter side, Funimation revenues apparently drive Navare's second quarter financials. Navarre Corporation, it is the parent company of the anime licensing and distribution company Funimation, has announced that second quarter net sales for all its units grew 18.5%.
I wonder if that had anything to do with all those titles they got off from Xenon.
Probably.
Yes. But it grew that much from the last quarter of at the same time period of last year.
So they doing good.
Apparently, the total numbers was from July to September was 170.3 million compared to last year's 143.7 million dollars.
I did have a tendency to kind of mock them back in the Dragon Ball Z days, but I don't know, they're getting a lot of good titles.
Yeah.
Apparently, their CEO Gary Deacon said that there was, quote, significant increases in sales of anime content within their publishing segment that includes Funimation, Encore, and BIC. And there's also other random numbers here in this Anime News Network post. They're saying it was mostly driven by acquisition of a number of new licenses, as well as rights to distribute series previously licensed in the U.S. by other companies such as Hellsing Ultimate
Yeah!
and Devil May Cry.
Yeah!
They also said it was helped because their pursuit of deals to make series available for digital distribution via things like YouTube, Jost, iTunes, the Xbox Live service, as well as other services like Hulu.
Oh, that's why I can download Aquarian on my Xbox.
That's right. Year-to-date sales, however, stood at 56.2 million, somewhat below last year's 56.7 million. So it's doing better, but not as good as it could be.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it might get worse because apparently, at least on the manga side, they're dropping by 36%, which was really weird because the manga was doing so well.
Mm-hmm. Manga was kicking ass even when anime seemed to be going down.
But I guess a lot of manga's driven by, teenage girls.
Yeah.
And they probably aren't getting as much money to spend on it.
Yeah.
Thanks to people probably cutting corners to save in case of, economic collapse.
Daddy needs that money for booze, sweetheart.
Well, I'm still not, despite the drastic, predictions, I'm still holding out for manga to do well just because I can.
So, you heard it here first. Buy lots of Japanese comic books.
Buy them now.
And also watch Code Geass, because it's moving its time slot
Again.
from 5 a.m. to 2 a.m.
So
Man.
much better.
Yeah, Cartoon Network loves their anime viewing crowd.
Oh, so much. Yeah, ever since they shut down Toonami.
You shut down Toonami.
Mind you, it hasn't really shown anime Toonami in forever. And when was the last time you watched Toonami?
Tenchi Muyo days?
I accidentally watched an episode of Naruto once.
A likely story.
It's bad Kevin. It's a bad Kevin.
I was too tired to change the channel.
That's,
everybody.
that's when you close your ears.
Man, how did Timmy get in our apartment?
You Skippy?
God damn it, Timmy. I changed the locks once already.
Now, in the news of really neat things, the U.S. Navy wants to build Gordon Freeman's power suit. Kind of. Apparently this came from Gizmondo. It reports that the Office of Naval Research has funded a team at the University of California, San Diego, to begin developing what amounts to a power suit similar to that worn by Gordon Freeman. Of course, protagonist of Half-Life from Valve.
Yes.
Yeah, I know who Gordon Freeman is, I think. Oh, okay, I've never played the game, but you can't help but sort of know who he is.
He's freaking Gordon Freeman.
It's Crowbar Master.
Yeah.
It will, quote, the system will monitor a few biomarkers for deviations from safe levels, at which point it will automatically medicate its wearer. The military applications are what is exciting about this. Take a current soldier's body armor, night vision goggles, and communications equipment, throw in an automatic medical treatment unit Viola. You've basically got Gordon Freeman's HEV suit.
Basil, give me, let me know when they're finally going to make the portal gun. For real. Because I want one of those things. So when they, follow this up with the portal gun, I want to be the first one to get one.
Lou's going to be the first in line at Arbiture Labs.
That's right.
The cake is somewhere in the back.
He's the test rat.
Yes.
Man, I hope the cake's not a lie. I like cake.
I like pie.
Pie is also good.
Barack Obama likes pie as well. He fully endorses pie.
Speaking of Barack Obama, Lee, in the future, when you're listening to this, if Barack doesn't win, the code to the locker is 52118. And it's got booze in it.
Excellent.
Awesome. Note to Basil in the future. If Obama does win, steal the booze.
Note to Kevin in the future. Steal the booze regardless.
Dead comment.
Fuck
No.
all you future people.
Note to Basil. Kill Kevin.
Note to Kevin. Don't trust Basil. Wait.
Wow.
Note to viewers, we're moving on.
Please.
According to the MTV Multiplayer blog, I'm pretty sure that's where we got this one from, Persona 4 must release on December 9th or receive the kiss of death from retail.
Is that pretty much where they say if something doesn't come out but by a certain time it's not good for the holiday season unless people don't want it or something?
Pretty much. Retailers hate when you bring things in after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently I guess they were lucky to get it on December 9th. But pretty much, if they don't release it by December 9th, every retailer won't stock the game.
Isn't that when they're releasing it?
Yes, but they have to. Like, they can't delay it.
Yeah, they
Like-
can't delay it anymore, and I don't think they will, so I think we're going to be good, hopefully.
Mental note: must give Basil money to pre-order copy.
In other release date notes, Street Fighter 4 has been confirmed for February 2008 in Japan.
Oddly
Yes.
enough, that's my next item
Excellent.
on the list. So,
We also have one on Street Fighter, what is it, HD?
yeah, that's also on the list.
Okay,
But
we'll
as far
get to
as
those.
apparently, as far as Persona 4 goes, they pretty much said, look, that's why I don't see things between Thanksgiving and February. Because retailers hate it. Because pretty much what happens is they start mass amounts of everything that they can beforehand, and then they spend till February trying to sell it all.
Yep.
And so they don't want any new stock to come in. And I understand that since I'm
Oh yeah.
a retail journal myself.
Oh yeah.
Curse you, not stocking new things on my birthday.
Well, it
Find
happens.
something in a
There'll be plenty of stuff, but
Oh yeah.
But apparently, Dengeki Online did, in fact, announce, and we originally read it via Kotaku, that Capcom has officially set the home console release of Street Fighter 4 for February in Japan.
Yay, Japan. Wait.
Don't!
Yeah.
And apparently, the previously revealed Street Fighter 4 anime film is going to be packed in with initial orders of the game. So it's probably a limited bonus item.
Probably.
It's supposed to. The movie's supposed to be running around 50 to 60 minutes. So hopefully we'll get a U.S. date pretty soon. I know that they're also offering Collector's Edition, so maybe if we're lucky, the Collector's Edition will include the anime film.
mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, didn't like the Anniversary Collection have an anime film on
It
it?
did. It had the original.
Original one.
So maybe, since they've already done this once in the U.S., maybe it'll be a trend, and we can get that one too.
It'd be nice.
Well,
We do have a tendency to get shafted on the American releases of Japanese games in terms of special collector's items, but hey, who knows?
Well, the original Street Fighter 2 anime film was also several years old by the time it came on the Anniversary Collection.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's also only the dubbed version and cut out the Chun-Li shower scene.
Oh!
I know, right?
You've offended the very core of my being.
So, there you go. Now, that said, originally ADV did strike a deal with Capcom to release the first disc of Devil May Cry anime series with the special edition Devil May Cry 4. And then after that happened, ADV promptly lost the license to Sojitz. And now it rests with Funimation. Go figure.
Yeah.
But so did the games ever ship with anime,
Yes.
or was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we got them at Walmart.
I've got the disc myself. I might actually have a second copy.
Awesome.
Don't remember. However, that doesn't mean we're not getting Street Fighter goodness this year. because Street Fighter II HD is finished. And apparently they're targeting November.
It's a lie. It's a freaking lie.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I don't believe.
It was reported by the company's vice president of strategic planning and business development.
That's a strategic plan. I think it's coming out in November.
Well, the only problem is they said they can't, promise a dual release date, so we're going to get it later. So
Man, this guy has an awesome name, though. His name's Christian Svensson. Like, you can't just say it without a flair. Svensson.
Svensson.
I mean, that's awesome.
Svensson, we meet again, but this time the advantage is mine.
But yeah, he says, quote, November is indeed the target month. Then notes that, quote, it's not approved for either yet, so we'll have to see. I guess if one of them doesn't get proof of quality testing, they'll miss the date. But they're pretty much going, look, we're going to ship it in November online, and whoever will take it will take it.
Oh, you mean between Xbox Live and PS3?
Yeah. So hopefully that'll work out and it'll be okay, and we'll get it and play it. It'll be awesome because it's looking very, very, very pretty.
Oh, James got wood.
I totally did. I'm a 4-star woodcutter.
Oh snap!
Oh,
James is currently playing Fable II, which is an awesome game.
Oh,
Very
God,
awesome.
It is awesome.
I told you it was.
It is. I believe you. Force Release is also pretty awesome.
I will play Fable 2 one day.
You'll play it when I'm good and done with it, bitch.
Yes, sir.
So, in other news, apparently the Wall Street Journal thinks that Disney should buy Electronic Arts.
The crap.
Yeah, apparently it was in the Wall Street Journal. They proposed past Saturday that Disney should acquire EA, and quote, in a bold call in Saturday's Heard on the Street column, the Wall Street Journal proposed that Disney ought to buy Electronic Arts. The piece noted that the timing is right after significant earnings miss last week knocked down the video game publisher's stock by 18% on Friday. Unquote. Now, of course, they probably won't. It's just a suggestion. But I thought that was kind
Interesting.
of weird. Like Disney, EA. It's Disney already has its own gaming division, while EA is like the second biggest one out there.
Didn't EA put out Spore?
Yes.
And Dead Space. And, I don't know, a few sports games or
Well,
something.
EA is also not doing so hot as far as actual profits go. It looks like they're spending more than they're actually able to earn.
Goddamn economy, revive.
Like Spore did like $2 million plus,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they were expecting to do more.
Yeah.
Like I know Madden's underperforming, and just in general, they're making money, but I don't think they're making as much money as they need to be.
Too bad, because they're just finally starting to look interesting with Spore and Dead Space.
Yeah, good games, yeah.
I have to tell you, Spore kicks ass. I like Spore.
So I guess what needs to happen is everyone out there, we all need to go buy Need for Speed Underground, Undercover when it comes out. This isn't just so I have people to play with online,
Yes, it is.
because I'm not a Need for Speed fanboy at all.
You're not.
But just think, we could have Need for Speed Disney Edition with Mickey Mouse driving around.
And you can run over Goofy.
Yeah.
So, okay, well then, to retaliate, Blizzard wants StarCraft 2 to be mom-friendly.
And I misunderstood this when I read it. They don't mean exactly, violence levels and stuff. They mean ability to play level. They want to attract...
Oh.
They want to make it easier.
They want to attract more, which is another thing. I mean, first we had the StarCraft 2 is going to be 3 games. Now we're going to have they're dumbing it down, which kind of pisses me off a little bit. Because that's my only complaint about Spore is it's a little bit too dumbed down. I mean, the StarCraft doesn't need to... I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see how Blizzard handles this.
Well, what they say is, it's not exactly that. What they're doing currently, they're having a lot of the hardcore Asian players playing it right now to test it.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're saying is they want to make it...
Go ahead.
They want to make a version of it that's easier to get into, so that anyone can at least try it. So I have a feeling what they're going to do is very similar to what EA does with their all-play.
Mm-hmm.
What it is in their sports game, especially pretty much on Wii. What they do is you have the actual game, then there's an all-play edition, which makes things a lot easier for someone just to jump in and play. So I bet that's probably something more than what they're going for.
I hope so. That way the hardcore players won't feel like they're being babied.
Or at least an easy, or maybe it's a really, really grand tutorial level who knows, maybe that's like half the mission, since you're actually getting 2 mission player campaigns, easy mode and actual mode.
No, that might make up for having to buy 3 games.
I'm still buying 3 games because it's fucking StarCraft.
I probably won't be able to run this on my computer, but who knows? Maybe by the time it comes out, I'll have an awesome computer again.
Man, by that time I should have won the lottery and I'll buy you one. It's in my schedule.
Is it now?
Yes.
Oh, this is good. This is going to be like when I have moms come up to me and ask me if I have World of Warcraft, and then ask me, "Is this satanic?" To which I respond, "Yes." Very.
No, that's wait for Diablo.
Is this satanic? What do you think?
Do you want it to be?
Because we can make it happen. It's got Satan's in it. Speaking of Satan's, apparently Div is down with Satan. And by Div, I mean the new Penny Arcade game.
Yes.
That just came out on Xbox Live and PS. And, well, the second episode came on Xbox Live and computer. And then the first episode just came online for
PS3?
PlayStation 3, PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Which is great set of games. We actually did a podcast on the first one. Don't know if we'll do one on the second one, but it's definitely a lot of fun.
I still haven't played it yet because my Xbox is at my girlfriend's house.
Bring girlfriend's house, man.
Insert a punching noise in here, James, and then a Basil falling down the stairs noise. Like, like that.
No, I'm lazy.
Dang. So that's also, edit our promo for AWO.
Suck my cock.
Alright.
The next part of this podcast has been deleted for,
So.
Okay, we're back. They're done with it. Let's get on with it.
And by that we mean the show that was animated by JC staff, but actually written and illustrated by Kiyohiko Azuma, Azumanga Daioh.
'I feel weird because we were talking about a bunch of, hardcore shit, and here comes Azumanga Daioh, which is, cute and funny.
Azumanga Daioh is hardcore shit. What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
Wait, no, it's totally casual. I could see our possible MILF vice president, who may or not have been elected after this podcast has been recorded.
God, I hope not. But
to watch this and be like, Lathio cute, don't you know?
I'm not going to think... I'm going to bleach my brain that out, so...
Okay. In short, Azumanga Daioh. It is a Japanese comedy. It was originally conceived as a manga, which was done by Kiyohiko Azuma. In fact, the name actually is actually... Azumanga is Azuma from the guy's name and manga kind of combined. And then Daioh is because it was published in Dengeki Daioh. So,
yeah,
there we go. Then it was later made into an anime by JC Staff, and there you go. Both versions have been released by New Films, ADV in America, and still are because it was one of the things that they kept after the world ended for them earlier this year.
ADV ends with you.
That's right. Pretty much in short, the whole thing was designed, manga-wise, as a 4-koma, which is a 4-panel comedy sketch type thing.
It's a very unique manga experience, for me at least.
It's the closest thing, I guess, the Japanese really have to what we refer to as not Saturday morning cartoons, Sunday morning papers as far as comics go.
The quote-unquote funny pages. And believe me, these, maybe it's because I'm a huge weeaboo nerd, these are way better than our funny pages. Yeah, I am a huge nerd.
We got a few good ones, but overall, they're, thanks to how comics work in America, especially, and the papers, a lot of it's really stale and never change.
And what's up with Funky Winker Bean, anyways?
You mean Cancer McCancerson?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, hell, Garfield will be there forever, whether we want it to or not.
And you'll still love lasagna. And they'll still hate that damn dog.
But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Azumanga freaking Daioh.
Yes.
And it's awesome. Mm. But yeah, it was designed as a 4-koma. Now, the anime really keeps the spirit of that in check, because you'll notice that what it actually is even though you'll have individual episodes, they're all broken up into 5-minute parts.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little short stories, all built on top of each other. Sometimes they'll actually be sequentially important in that one will lead to another. And since they're all very similar in scope and where they are and what happens, it works out pretty well. The entire thing takes place in an unnamed high school in Tokyo and the surrounding area, and follows the misadventures of several high school girls and a couple of their teachers.
Yes. And I must say, it's a long-time favorite of mine. It's just one of those, it doesn't worry too much about plot. It just worries about being funny and, just having cool characters. It's one of those that, if I'm ever, in the blues, I can pop in Azumanga Daioh and go, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Tomo's so stupid.
They're all kind of stupid.
Well, yeah, they're all kind of stupid. It's true. That's their appeal.
To a greater or lesser extent, they're all incredibly stupid.
But again, that's why it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you've probably heard of Azumanga if you haven't already, in fact, seen it in some form or fashion. I was surprised when we found out today that Kevin hadn't seen any. So before we recorded, we force-fed several episodes into him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But even because, he mentioned, even though he's sitting right here, I'm going to talk for him anyways, and he mentioned how, you can't be on the internet and not know what Azumanga Daioh is.
Especially if you're on the Japanese nerd scene.
Yeah.
Or, 4chan.
Like I said, the
Japanese nerd scene.
Or any. You'd be surprised at how many people who aren't anime nerds nowadays frequent 4chan.
Yeah,
they're the cancer that's killing B. Anyways.
Oddly enough, the person I know that goes that is an anime fan doesn't post on B either.
Yeah, well, that's probably for the best. I don't either, but I read it occasionally.
4chan is for porn.
And
Mecha.
And Azumanga Daioh,
which is neither.
Although, anyways.
No, don't go in there. Don't go that way. Wrong way. Keep out. Shut up.
Bad things can happen. Dark things. Things you don't talk about in the light.
Oh, God, no. Get out of there. No, the bridge is closed.
I'm trying, but you won't let me. Oh, you guys.
So, about those crazy schoolgirls.
Well, there's several of them. And it really works because they're all kind of stupid, but their adventures are both very ordinary and somewhat extraordinary. Because the way that they play with each other, much like, it's sort of like I said earlier, Seinfeld. It's sort of about nothing, but it pokes at the nothing in ways that tickle your funny bone.
Yeah, that's odd. I'd never thought to compare it to Seinfeld before. So when you said that at the beginning, I was like, what the hell is he smoking? But I see it now, so.
It's also, much better than Seinfeld. Let me tell you.
Yes.
I mean,
The Seinfeld cast are jerks. These characters, crazy for the most part, aren't jerks.
Tomo, is kind of a jerk, but that's who she is. But she
no,
doesn't mean to.
The real jerk's Yukari.
Yeah.
I love Yukari.
Yukari's like a jerk ass.
Okay, let's go through the cast, because the cast is kind of everything.
Yes. Well, first we have Chiyo Mihama, who you'll hear just Chiyo-chan throughout the series.
She is 10 years old.
In high school.
And is a genius. And incredibly, adorably, oh my god, cute.
Incredibly cute.
And this is a series that doesn't like to use the fancy, anime-colored hair. They like to have realistic hairstyles. Except hers, well, you could say that she's probably from a foreign family. She's a redhead.
But she has these two pigtails that are, probably because they're way easier to animate, are just two sort of, lumps.
Yeah.
That seem to have a life of their own.
Every now and then they'll move on their own and make cute noises.
Later on, after you inject enough moe into her as she grows up, she'll eventually evolve into a higher life form known as Ronka Lee.
Chiyo-chan is not Ronka Lee.
Have you not seen how Ronka's hair works?
Yes, I've seen it, how it works, but
it's the evolved version.
Even I have to say that Chiyo-chan is better than Ronka Lee.
Well, yes, because first off, while she's cute, she's not moe, because it was before moe really hit its stride.
And because even though she's brilliant, but she's also got that child, she's naive like a child, but she can still stand up for herself, so she's not really moe. She's not always... Well, she kind of is. I don't know.
She could be moe. Depends on your interpretation of moe.
I guess this is a, discussion for another time.
Yes.
But she's only one character, and she gets picked on enough so that you're not really if you want to feel like you want to protect her, it's because she's constantly being picked on, but normally you're like, ha 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 ha, she's getting picked on, that's funny.
Tomo just hit her with a volleyball.
Oh man, volleyballs.
Oh man, Osaka accidentally hit her with a volleyball.
Repeatedly?
And then they hit Osaka. Oh man, Osaka.
Yeah.
She's also great.
Osaka.
Her real name is...
irrelevant. She's Osaka.
It's Ayumu Kasuga. No one except me remembers.
She's from Osaka, so they call her Osaka.
And from henceforth, she'll be referred to in this podcast as Osaka.
I have a personal theory that she's actually psychotically insane, and they've doped her up on so much medication, she's a zombie.
Before you give it, your skewed perceptive, let's go with the truth first. That she's completely airheaded in a complete space case and just stares out into nowhere and asks the most ridiculous questions you could ever think of.
She takes 3 Valiums every day before she comes to school.
This is not canon.
Man, she popped her Viking in the house. Look. It's just the way it works.
You never see her take pills in the anime. Don't confuse the viewers.
She's that good.
She is quite the airhead.
No, it's all natural. All natural insanity, I swear to you.
All natural insanity.
Yes.
None of this,
None of that fake bottled insanity.
None of that manufactured crap. No, this is all natural. No silicone.
I'm gonna...
That time to start talking about Sakaki, then?
I think it's time to segue straight into Sakaki.
You dirty bastard.
She is. We'll get to him later. We'll get to him later.
My devilish alter ego.
But no, Sakaki.
Sakaki is great. She's the tall, huge girl who's, who seems really, really just off. Just, what's the word I'm looking for? She's sort of like the dark, quiet one that you always think is up to something or is devious some way, but she's really just a...
Okay, in a lot of those, especially girl shows, you'll have the chick with the long skirt that always gets in the fights. Sort of the Sailor Jupiter type character. That's who Sakaki's supposed to fill. Only, while she has that rough exterior, inside... she really, really likes cute things and sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
But she's too embarrassed to say anything.
She's also shy enough where her quietness comes off as her being rough when she's really just shy.
Yes. Which, of course, makes her adorable.
Yes.
I can't say that enough. She is freaking adorable.
And now I feel kind of creepy because we're a bunch of guys
Shut up.
talking about these girls
Who are adorable.
who are adorable.
Sakaki's adorable, and you can say whatever you will. Let's.
Look, I'm just saying, like, you know, we just want to put that out there.
But moving past things that I don't think about right now, she has a relationship with a cat. Oh, that sounds wrong coming where this came from.
See, I just told you.
A special relationship with the cat.
This is the OSMcast. Bow chicka womp.
Shut the fuck up.
So, okay, go to Shark Cat.
Okay,
Yes.
Cat.
I can't remember what the cat's name is. It's the bitey cat.
I'm calling it Shark Cat.
I'm calling it the bitey cat. It's just
Look, much like Osaka, his name's now is Shark Cat. He looks like a shark
okay.
and a cat.
It's a cute little kitten who has giant fangs that constantly bites her, and she constantly wants to pet him, and he constantly bites her.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yes.
He's kind of colored like a shark.
And it has huge teeth.
Like a shark.
Like a shark.
You can't tell, but there's like 15 rows of them. Interlocking in a bizarre, Lovecraftian manner that if you were actually stare inside of its mouth, you would see the end of the world.
And go mad.
Luckily, that never happened to the anime.
Of course, there's another girl that shares an interesting relationship to Sakaki.
Yuri.
No, her name's Kaurin,
Yes.
who is the creepy stalker lesbian girl. Who's not really creepy, more like
Adorable.
pathetic.
Very quietly keeps it to herself in love with her.
And adorable?
Kind of adorable.
That's right, Lee. And adorable.
Only that way one-sided Yuri crushes are adorable, which I guess is very sometimes.
Now, I will admit, some of her, the way the flowers will bloom inside of her head, and church bells will ring, and you'll get the flying airplanes with rainbow-colored jet streams.
And her imagination from being in love with Sakaki is so wonderful. But
Yes.
She's more of a bit player. She's not one of the big ones, though she hangs around with them enough. I guess it's arguable that she kind of is.
And, of course, that's not the only female pairing in the show.
Oh?
There's also one more. Well, it's not like a romantic pairing,
Yes.
but it's definitely like a best friends type pairing.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Which you got Tomo
And Yomi.
and Yomi.
Tomo is an insane, energetic, geeky girl who wants to be the best at everything.
She's goddamn Ginky. Goddamn it, Ginky.
She's like
Goddamn Batman Ginky.
she's like the uber Ginky. Endless energy. She's crazy insane and funny as hell or annoying as hell, depending on who you talk to.
The trick is she's full of energy, and that's it.
Yeah, she's all pep, no follow through.
And she's also kind of a jerk.
Well, yes, because she's Yukari before she becomes a teacher.
I don't think I'll go that route, but let's keep going.
And Sakaki is the other teacher.
No, I don't think so. They're individual people and I'll fight you to death. Let's keep going. Yeah, and despite being all, crazy energy, she's also a slacker, doesn't want to do work, but she'll put her energy into anything else, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
And Yomi is the poor, unfortunate soul who has to put up with this endless source
That's
of energy.
right.
Yomi is pretty much the quote-unquote butt monkey that has to deal with.
Well, she's the straight man
Yeah.
of the group. She is the one that all this craziness plays off on.
Mm-hmm. Even her, she's played off as like the most serious, normal girl in the thing. Even her, she's got some quirks too, especially when it comes to worrying about her weight.
Well, yeah, but those are very normal quirks.
Yeah.
I mean, she is very much the normal girl who's stuck with all the crazy insanity that is everybody else in the
Yeah.
show.
A lot of times she just has to sit there and go whatever because she just doesn't want to deal with it.
And then I say crazy insanity, but it's also the craziest low-key insanity I've ever seen in a show, and I can't overstate this understatement enough. That it's a very normal, crazy show.
This is one of those. This is one of those shows that's hard to describe why it's good and why it's funny because it has a sort of charm all its own. It's something you really have to see for yourself.
And but the students are fun, and they're the main characters, but they're not my favorite characters. My favorite characters are, in fact, the teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Most specifically, Yukari. Yukari is awesome. Yukari is what I want to be when I become an English teacher.
She's like the worst teacher ever.
I know that she gets away with it. She is an English teacher who I swear it's like what happens if Tomo actually grew up. She is lazy, she is selfish, and she's always looking out for number one, but never quite is willing to actually put forth the follow-through to make it happen herself.
Exactly. And, she has a funny relationship with her students in that they call her by their first name, like Tomo will even call her Yukari-chan, and, she picks up Osaka's nickname without anyone telling her and starts calling her that, even though everyone else, even when they posted the new grade, it's like, Osaka.
Yeah, well, it's like, the first time you see her, she's like, oh, crap, my bike isn't working. The student goes and helps her and realizes, oh, hey, your chain is fixed. She's already stolen the bike. He's already heading to school with his stolen bike.
The student's bike. What kind of teacher steals a student's bike?
And she's constantly picking on her own best friend,
which is Niamo, or Minamo, but Niamo is what everyone calls her, Minamo Kurosawa. Kurosawa is the gym teacher at the school, and she and Yukari have this sort of same best friends relationship that Tomo and Yomi have. Except grown up and with bitter fires of years past.
They're feuding friends.
Yukari will want to go drinking. Niamo pays. Yukari wants to go on a road trip. Drives. Also, has to take students with them. Because obviously you can't have a road trip without the other main characters.
Yeah. And if Yukari does drive, watch out.
She's
a demon on wheels.
Mania, that's for sure.
She drives like crazy. Bow, bow.
And then we come to the epicness of Kimura Sensei.
This is my favorite character.
Kimura Sensei.
I would be if I was a teacher.
That's not something I'd admit on the podcast. But Kimura Sensei is the only male main character, and it's kind of, you may wonder why he's in there, because but he's hilarious in his own weird. He's basically a pervert. Was that fair to say? He's a completely perverted guy.
He's like the ultimate pervert.
Yes.
He will say whatever is on his mind if you immediately ask him what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And chances are you don't want to know.
He teaches lit and some sort of composition, and when they were talking about career choices, and Tomo asked, "Why did you become a teacher?"
Because I wanted to look at high school girls.
And I like high school girls and stuff.
And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "You can't see with my mouth, just a gape, but it is."
Yeah.
His mouth is always agape. It never closes.
Except when, comedic, requires it. And but the thing is, he's actually a really nice guy.
Despite being a total.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's his trick, is that it mostly is that he's socially awkward, he's a total pervert, and then will actually say what he's thinking.
And aside from that, he's like an outstanding citizen. He donates money, he picks up trash.
Then recycles it.
Yes.
He'll even put things in the appropriate containers. And has a freaking hot wife.
I wonder why he
Go figure.
Yeah, I wonder why he likes... I mean, even in the first few episodes, you can see him, he tries to sneak into the pool to watch the girls and says, now that you girls are in your swimsuits, why don't you go play basketball? I can't decide. Should I get in the pool first or they'll be wet first? It's great. So,
I think he's just a very awkward person.
Yes. And of course, he's what every boy in the school wants to be and is their hero.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Which annoys him. What I think is what's funny is what do you think about this? And he's like, why are you talking to me? Go away, you're not a cute girl. I do not care about you. But it's a great show, and it actually is. It's really neat in that it's very faithful to the manga, but also different enough to be its own thing.
Exactly.
It's one of the few things that I would say that it's as good as the manga, but different from the manga.
Mm-hmm. And it also doesn't really care about the plot or direction things are going as much as telling the jokes and having a good time. I mean, later towards the end, when they get towards graduation, they go through some serious phases, but it's still silly, good fun.
Well, yeah, and it takes place, over 30 schools with their high school career.
Yeah.
And it does cover from pretty much their starting of the first of the 3 years all the way to the very end. And what's actually interesting is that the show, in fact, actually ends. You don't get that in a lot of shows, especially comedies where there's an actual honest-to-God ending. And it's true for both the anime and the manga. Like, it's done. And they don't need to have any more of it because they finished it.
It's not like some anime where you feel like they are perpetually stuck in high school. These characters serve their 3 years, and then they're gone. And it's really a sad thing, almost. It feels, for me, I was like, when you see them graduating...
Well, yeah, because you're graduating the show.
Yeah.
I mean, you finished. Followed them along for so long, seeing all their wacky adventures, and now it's all over. And you're sad.
Like, because you would like there to be more, but you know that there shouldn't be more because they've already
done it.
They've already done it. And that's one of the great things about the show is that it only gives you what it needs to be. It doesn't stick you with, any extraneous stuff. For example, another a show I really like, on High School Host Club. The manga's still going. And as far as the mangaka cares, it's always either the spring or winter. And they're always in high school. Ignore the fact that technically they should have graduated like several times already.
Yeah.
They're still in high school. It doesn't matter. Azumanga Daioh, again, there's a sense of slight realism to it. It's very well grounded in itself. And which I think is really neat. And it really punctuates the craziness that will be contained. But then again, all the craziness is stuck in that person's head and just what they're doing. And a lot of times, it reminds me of friends just goofing off. I think that's one of the really neat things about it, is that it feels very normal, crazy, but yet very natural, I guess that's what I should say. It feels very natural, very like, yeah, I could see me goofing off and doing something like that.
Totally.
I mean, it's very, very rare that I can see where they'll do a segment about hiccups, and it's funny.
Funny as hell.
It's honest to God funny.
Cute hiccups.
And it is very similar comedic styling to, say, Cromartie High School, especially in its short bursts. But I think the comedy works so much better as anime and as manga, because I think cute girls are just a lot easier to do than very stoic, crazy guys.
Not that there's not room for both in this world.
Well, it's true. I like both series. It's just, I think,
they're better for different reasons.
Well, also, it's... Azumanga Daioh, I think, is more stuck in... It's more grounded, whereas Cromartie is a lot more crazier, but looks much more serious.
Yes, in Cromartie, crazy shit will really happen. In Azumanga Daioh, the crazy shit is stuck in the realm of realism unless it's a dream sequence.
And there are a few of those.
Yeah, there are quite a few of those.
Usually Osaka's.
Yes.
Must be all the Vicodin affects your brain.
Just wait till you meet Chio-chan's dad.
Oh, yes. Who's got an awesome voice actor.
Yes.
One might say the awesomest voice actor.
One might say. We'll leave it for you to find out who it is. Because I'm too lazy to tell you. But I will tell you, the director, after these commercial messages, or, James plays some music.
作りましょうさてさて何ができるかなはいできました作りましょうさてさて何ができるかなはいできました
So, Azumanga Daioh. The show was directed by Hiroshi Nishikori. The show was directed by Hiroshi Nishikori. No, it's wrong again.
Nishikori.
This show was directed by Hiroshi Nishikiori. And he's actually directed on some other things I really liked. A lot of things I really liked. Like, I'm Going to Be an Angel. Or it's also known as Tenchi Naruman.
That show is crazy.
It is crazy. It's the craziest. It's good. I don't know if they ever actually all came out in America.
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
I'm a little fuzzy.
I believe
on that
only
point.
half of it came out of America.
Like, the company that did it, unfortunately, did everything on a very shoestring budget and
Yeah.
Didn't advertise.
didn't advertise, and it just didn't work quite so well.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't really like that show that much, but which is weird. It seemed like something I might like, but
You have to watch all the way through.
maybe I do.
Like, it's a show that changes its tone
Outlook.
completely
Yeah,
after the middle of the
exactly.
show.
Which is kind of its amazing achievement. Is
Okay, I never really got past the first few episodes.
Now, he also did another show called Melody of Oblivion, which is also really good. At least I think so.
Oh, I'm still watching it, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We'll probably podcast about it later. I know Eric really likes it. He also did Angelic Lair,
I liked Angelic Lair.
which I think was the best thing that Clamp ever did as far as TV shows went.
Oh, that's funny. That's one of the things of theirs I haven't seen.
It's because it actually has a decent ending.
Yeah. Well,
And it's much more in the levels of Sakura, where they don't go crazy at the end of it and just start making stuff up.
but I kind of liked it when that was happening.
They're almost as bad as Gonzo sometimes, but
Yeah, for real.
I mean we still don't have a definitive actual end to X.
Yeah.
Because I believe the people who were publishing it said tone down the violence, and then they started to do that, and they got another project and never finished.
They're like, yeah, screw this. We'll come back when you don't care, and we'll write a real ending. They'll be gory and bloody, and somebody will cut somebody's head off, or maybe someone will cut everyone's heads off. We don't know yet.
But I thought it was also interesting that this director also did a lot of storyboards for episodes of Utena,
Which is awesome.
which would also make sense considering how Melody of Oblivion,
Yeah, Melody of
works.
Oblivion,
It's very Utena-esque.
especially with the mind trippiness of Utena.
Okay, now I gotta watch Melody of Oblivion. Okay.
Speaking of Utena, maybe I'm the one who saw this, but I thought in the short, 6-minute Azumanga movie that the character designs had like a tinge of Utena-ness in them.
It's the lips.
Yes.
If you look at the lips,
Yeah.
there are very Utena-esque lips.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then another guy, or one of the storyboarders, Ichiro
Ichiro Koichi.
that.
Oh, Koichi.
Koichiwa.
Yes.
He did only a couple episodes of the show, but he did some of the, he storyboarded the first episode, which is, of course, the first thing you see. And
Yeah,
he's done a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, it was script writing for Overman King Gainer, and
He was the guy who pretty much did Code Geass.
yeah, the original. So love him or hate him for that.
He adapted Planetes, which is one of my favorite animes ever.
Planetes is awesome.
Did work on Razafon, which is pretty cool.
It's one of the good, not Ava Avas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And Razfon's one of the best.
I almost say it is the best, but
Very well could be. That'll be a discussion for another pod.
And I also like Eureka 7,
Eureka 7's good.
which is also sort of Ava-esque, but not Ava.
Yeah. The most recent remake of Raideen also, well, that's more like a sequel to Razafon without being a sequel to Razafon.
Unfortunately, I had looked up the name of the person who composed the music. The music's really good in the show. Very, very good.
And I like the opening and ending done by, Oranges and Lemons?
Orange and Lemons,
They're very cute.
which are actually two artists that work together on certain songs. They did the stuff for Azumanga Daioh. They actually even did a tribute album to Azumanga Daioh, which actually took the background music of Azumanga Daioh
And they sung it.
and they sung it. They adapted it as actual songs.
Kind of cool. It's very catchy background music. It's not that it's so much, it's like not awesomely orchestral or anything, but it's just very catchy and pleasant.
It's very, I almost want to say marchy
Yeah.
or school anthemy,
Yeah.
where it's like you feel like there's that like you feel like you're walking along with them to school and stuff.
Yeah, it makes you want to tap on things or tap your foot, and
It works really well for the tone of the series, and includes just some of the weirdest song selections. Like, what was some of the stuff we saw earlier today?
What
Was Yankee Doodle?
Well,
there?
you have to understand that was the Sports Fest, and it actually was a tradition. Don't know if it still is to play that kind of music during a Sports Fest.
What, Camptown Races?
Yes.
Yeah, which struck me as weird, but hey, why not? Yeah.
That's what I had read that there were some,
But it worked really well, regardless, and so it was good stuff. And so animation was done by JC Staff, which we could do an entire podcast on just listing out names that they've animated.
Yep.
They do a lot.
They do a lot. Just recently, they did Slayer's Revolution because they've done the entirety of Slayers.
Yeah.
Just one example. And so, all in all, it is a very good show.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Well, yeah, I want to say that it's one of my all-time favorites, and there are a few episodes in the middle of the series which drag a little bit, but all in all, it's a hilarious romp of a show.
And half the time, it's that I don't even really notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's consistently funny throughout the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say I've only really just been introduced to the series, of course, and I haven't seen all of it in its entirety, although it seems really easy to drop in and drop out, but...
It is.
I definitely want to see more, and will try to see the rest of the series, because it was damn funny what I did see.
I had an interesting experience with the series. The first time that I was ever experienced was the 4-Koma, before the anime was made, or licensed, or anything. It was one of my friend of mine's online who was like, hey, check out these things that a friend of mine has translated. And he was constantly showing all these comics. I'm like, these are hilarious, these are great. Then shoved it in the back of my brain. Then someone brought the anime to our anime club years ago when it first came out and was being fan subbed. And I'm like, what's this? This is stupid, I don't like this. And I wasn't sure why, because everyone else seemed to have a great time. And then I realized about a third of the way through that I had seen all these things. As I downloaded the episodes myself and watched them and realized, oh wait, this was the thing I'd watched previously, or read, and I was just unsure of what I was looking at. Once I realized I'd already actually seen it all, it made sense and I started loving it. And it is a really good series, and don't make the same mistake I did. Love it from the very start. It's good stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
Osaka.
Raspberry
Dun, dee dun dun, dee dun dun dun, da da dee dun dun, dee dun dun dun, raspberry heaven, itoriじゃない約束したraspberry heaven, 甘い涙楽園してまだ微笑んだ
Doctor's on the drugs, she's doing Vicodin, do.
So, how many awesomes out of awesomes can we give Azumanga Daioh?
I think it's a Christmas dressed up Chio dad bag full of awesome.
I was thinking it was one giant, humongous shark cat head of awesome. By the time when it grows up to like Gigantor size and like swallows her whole.
It's Osaka's whole collection of Valium, Vicodin, and other mood-altering drugs of awesome.
Ooh, I like that.
All right.
It's one druggy awesome.
American. There's an American among us.
You
It's
are so
true.
Japanese.
He is. You can't tell, but Lee is so Japanese.
Why? Kiki.
Sadly, I'm American.
Wait a second.
So,
I'm Hawaiian.
This has gone uncomfortable places. Quickly, switch this damn thing off.
okay, well, before we switch it off, they still don't have a decent ending cap.
Man, fuck y'all. Goddamn.
Sorry.
Make one for now until Eric can come here and finally do his shit.
Okay, here's one for now. Thank you for listening to the OSMcast. If you have enjoyed this program, which is pretty awesome, check out our website at www.osmcast.com.
Wow, do you feel the snark coming out of that one? I sure do.
Or you can email us with electronic equipment at osmcast@gmail.com. Or leave us a comment in the comments section.
You having fun, Lee?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm pretty sure there's a phone number or something, too. But
There is, and I'm not letting Lee see, so I'm going to say it. It's area code 206-202-0071.
Leave us a voicemail at the awesome line.
Tell
It'll
us-
be awesome.
Tell us how much you like Lee.
I like Lee.
Man, no wonder you like Ronka Lee, because your first name is Lee, and her last name is Lee.
You just now realize that, but it has nothing to do with it. And I don't like Ronka Lee more than Cheryl. They're both good.
After I beat it into y'all that Cheryl's awesome. Yeah, Dale's right, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that likes Cheryl more. I was there from the beginning. I was there from episode 1.
I still say
you're
Clan
the
is
original
best.
Maverick.
Day Culture Edition.
Yeah, I still say Clan is best, but that's another podcast.
And with that, we're Ghost. Out, because Ghost is one of yours, and we're not one of yours. We're OSMcast, and we're out.
We're totally out, guys. Oonch.
Do.
Nuclear launch. There's a launch detected.
Teddy bears.
Man, you're best, Bush.
You fucking stabbed me!
Shut up, Lee.
Oh, I could tell there's going to be some editing on this one.
There's always editing.